Hi, here we are with the second essay of our semester, the argument of definition. The argument of definition essay is to be a minimum of 1,000 words, which you present and support an argument of definition as defined in Everything's an Argument, Chapter 9. Your essay must cite a minimum of 4 outside sources, 3 of which originate in print or have print analogs. Remember what I said before. A print analog means it is the same as a print source, you just got it differently. Okay? So in other words, it's originally a book or a magazine article or a newspaper article or an academic journal article or a dissertation or a government document or what have you, but you get it online. These sources must be presented in correct MLA fashion with both parenthetical in-text documentation and a works cited page. Dictionaries, encyclopedias, and other general reference works do not count as sources. Now, I say that because, first of all, one, that's very standard in my instructions, but a lot of people go, well, how can I not use a dictionary? You may use a dictionary, but it's not going to count, okay? It's not going to be part of your minimum. On the other hand, I will also tell you, right, if you only are using a dictionary to define a word, you're probably not getting very far. Make sure that you read Chapter 9. Make sure you watch my video about this section on definition, because it's really important that you understand what the argument of definition is. In addition, you must have at least 2 notes done in MLA format. Now, notes are described online at the MLA website, which you can access through our Canvas modules web links, okay? Just go to there. Now, the thing about the note, remember there are basically 2 types of notes. There are content notes and bibliographic notes, and they can be done in 2 ways, either as footnotes or you can do a note page where all the notes are at the end of the essay. They would be after your text and before the work cited, kind of like you did an appendix in the fact essay, right, where you put your table or figure. At least many of you did. Okay? The topic will be, again, a topic of your own choosing, but just as a reminder, there are a few topics that are off limits: abortion, death penalty, child abuse, and religion. Certainly there are many other topics to choose from. You must also provide a word count of your essay at the end of the text. Do not include the name block, works cited, or table or figure if you have one this time. You may not, of course, in your word count. Now, just like we did before, I'll be creating work groups in which you will submit a completed rough draft on Wednesday, July the 13th, 11:59 p.m. for peer editing. This draft should be as full and complete as possible, meeting all the minimum standards required for the assignments, okay, just as we did before. Peer editing will need to be completed by Friday, July the 15th, 11:59 p.m. Peer edits will be submitted both to the original author and to me, right? Just like we do with the rough drafts. Remember, the more work you put into the draft, the better your final draft will be. Based on previous experience, I can tell you that the difference in the grades of essays that have been peer edited and those that have not is striking. So if you just blow off the rough draft work, it's probably going to be very ugly when you write your real paper, your final draft, I should call it. Be sure to consult the IDACOS essay guidelines and the MLA handouts so that you avoid errors in presentation and style. After the peer editing session, you will need to revise and polish your essay and turn in the final draft on Monday, July the 18th, 11:59 p.m. No late essays will be accepted without verified emergency or illness. So in other words, I've had a lot of people say, hey, I have a medical problem. And well, I'm not going to say that's good, that's bad. I don't really want you to have medical problems, and I get that. But you do have to, give me some sort of verification. I mean, come on. Otherwise, I'm just, supposed to trust you. Sorry, that doesn't happen. It's just too easy for too many students to be a little dishonest, right? So I need some kind of verification. I don't need personal information. I don't need anything that's embarrassing or confidential. Just let me know that you are under treatment of some kind. Now, the minimum requirements for the assignment are basically the same as the last paper, but with an important difference. Okay, first of all, at least 1,000 words. Again, you can always do more. 4 sources, all cited in the paper. Okay, 3 of those sources must originate in print or print analog. At least 2 notes as per MLA format. An MLA documentation for in-text and works cited page. Please make sure you are current, right? In other words, we're 9th edition now, which is pretty much the same as the 8th edition, but it's different from the 7th and it's different from the 6th. By the way, I'm sorry for the missing word here. It should say 4 sources all cited in the paper. But you may have more than the minimum. Remember, you can always do more. What I have not done is required academic sources for this assignment. It gives you a little bit more freedom with the argument of definition. You don't have to have scholarly journals or dissertations or university press books. On the other hand, there is certainly nothing wrong with having that. You may certainly have them. I'm not saying you can't have them. I'm just saying they're not part of the minimum this time around. Okay? Good luck.